Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at Gilmore Lanes for the stepladder finals of the 2023 Ebonite Fall Classic, sponsored by Strikerz, Bowling Performance and Wellness Pro Shop, Wellness Center, and Ebonite. Todd's out on the lanes right now, and he is going to introduce our top 5 finalists.
All right, folks, we're here for the stepladder finals for this year's Ebonite Strikerz Fall Classic. We're going to go through each seed from the bottom to the top, and the first match is going to be our number 5 seed, Brendan Salo. He'll be bowling Mr. Brandon Novak. The winner of that match, they get to face Graham Fa. Graham, come on out. Our number 2 seed today, Michael Mossbarger. Don't fall. And our overall leader in 1 seed, Zeke Bate.
All right, folks, there you have it. Our top 5, Brandon Salo, Brandon Novak, Graham Fa, Michael Mossberger, and Zeke Bate. We're going to get started with match number 1 right now.
All right, guys, let's go.
Brendan Salo versus Brandon Novak. So before we get started, as always, do us a favor. Smack that share button. Let's get this passed around to as many spectators as possible. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Sunday so far. And from his MC position to his normal position, Todd McGill joining me in the booth.
You just call me MC Hammer.
MC McGill. Hi,
Well,
Kyle. And Brandon Novak does what Brandon Novak does. Strikes.
Scott,
Todd.
winding down on the weekend.
Oh, is it time to go?
Hang on 1 second.
We have a... Yes, it has been a long 3 days. Started off Friday morning. Ooh, Brandon going a little high. Leaving the 4-6-10. Started off Friday morning. With our 10 o'clock qualifying. Then our second shift was at 2 p.m. Then we did a nice little sweeper. Friday night at 6:30. Sponsored by Anthony's Timbers Tree Service and the X League. We'll have more information on that later on, but nice little sweeper Friday night. Then we came back right for it Saturday, 10, 2, and 6, 3 rounds qualifying. What a loaded day yesterday was.
Each round was like another regional.
Yeah. So we had a total of 114 entries this year, and we cut down to the top 22. All of the round or qualifying round leaders automatically made it to today. Brendan going a little high, leaving just the 4. And then top 20% of the entire field made it to today.
Yes.
So 22 players started this morning.
Mom and Dad are watching.
Hey, Mom and Dad. And today, the top 22 was just another super regional.
Yeah. And before we get too far in, we had a
All right. Apparently, Todd has a phone call, so he'll be right back. Must have a question from the audience. So hopefully everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving with family and friends, or whoever you spent that time with. Hey, Devin, how are you?
Hey, I'm back again.
Hey, was that a question from the audience?
From beyond.
From the audience?
Yes.
What time's the sweeper start tonight?
I haven't had that one yet.
There is no sweeper
It's
tonight,
early.
ladies and gentlemen. All right, Novak starting with the front three.
I wonder if he's going to pretend his name's Michael.
It was a Michael day today.
Couple 300s by two gentlemen named Michael.
Got another phone call coming in. Michael Mossberger had the first one, then Michael Davidson in the round of 11. Only one set over 1,000 during qualifying.
Yeah, it was E.J. Tackett, who was just shy of making the live stream. He was finished 7th.
And then I had a couple thousand shot today.
Yes, there were. That tends to happen. The round averages go up. You've got the best of the weekend going at it for the most part.
All right. Brendan covers up his spare.
You know, we had, before we get too far in, and we'll talk a little bit about the bowlers here, had a very, very cool experience yesterday being able to present myself and Robin Wilson present Eagles to the USBC Nationals winning team at the break yesterday, or right before the 2 o'clock shift. Jeff Fair, Kenny Abner, R.J. Pollard, Charles Easton, Bill O'Neill Bill was not in attendance, but the other 4, they're very, very good friends. Jeff asked me to do the presentation for him, and got to say what an honor it is on my timeline. And I do have a clip from the news, because they were here too, that I'll be sharing after we get home later today. But what an honor, and it was a very cool experience. So thank you guys again for thinking of me to do this.
It was pretty super cool.
We had a big crowd here to watch just that.
Yeah, we did.
Brandon Novak just can opening that one.
And we also did live stream that, so you can hop over to Bowler HQ on YouTube, and you can check out the presentation there.
Yeah, it was neat. It just was neat.
That was awesome.
And they were all wearing jerseys that I designed.
There
That
you
makes
go.
it even better.
There you go. Maybe that's why they won.
It could be it. Bill O'Neill is a Bowlify staffer.
All right. Oh, Brandon Novak giving us our first Natty Light 6-pack alert for the day.
You know, Brandon was not looking good after the first round of 4. He was way down the line. In fact, he was second from last in his first 4 games. That made it through. So he was in 10th place going into the last 3 games, and he put together 3-game set of 766 that catapulted him all the way up to 4th place.
Brandon with a nice strike there, giving him a double. Jim, thank you, sir. Greatly
Yes.
appreciate that.
And I got to say thanks to our sponsors, unless you already did. Did you?
Well, I mentioned them, but we do need to thank them.
Yes. We got Ebonite adding $5,000 to this year's event. Strikerz Bowling Performance and Wellness Center with Wendell Barger. Of course, Ebonite being Dave Wadka. Both of them adding $5,000 to this event, giving us the opportunity to pay $6,500 to today's champion. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
It's a pretty good paycheck.
Already talked to Wendell this morning. He was going to come do the live stream with us, but he was not feeling well. He's got the upper respiratory infection going on that the entire country is going through, I think. And he wished everybody well, and said he is on board for next year already.
Awesome. That's what we'd like to hear.
Yes, that's good stuff. So, and also pay attention. We're probably going to make some few little changes to next year's event. Scott and I have been talking about it all morning, and we're gonna get on the horn with Wendell and Dave and come up with some ideas for next year. We got the money that's going to be there, but we also we want to get some more attendance, and we're going to find a way to make that happen because we want to see you guys here. And I know it's a busy, busy weekend, so keep in mind that may change as well. We don't know. So hang in there.
All right. Quick look at the score. We have Brandon Novak with the front 7.
Did we miss the 6-pack? I was talking.
We did. Well, we did. So crack yourself open a cold one, ladies and gentlemen.
Handicap would get more bowlers. You are correct, but that part isn't going to change.
Yeah, I think. That
was a pretty nice shot right there.
Shot. I think you need to kind of touch base on where this event came from, and Todd wanted to bring back scratch bowling to the Cincinnati area over Thanksgiving. Over the Thanksgiving weekend, we had the Super Classic back in the day. Everybody that was anybody that was a bowler, all skill levels, flocked to Western Bowl.
I was there every year. I bowled it several years, and if I wasn't bowling, I was over there watching until the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, the Hoinke family put on a great event, and Mr. Hoinke, God rest his soul. Mr. Hoinke Jr., that is, both of them. Irv liked his professional and and his amateur tournaments, the high rollers and all those things. And I mean, he had a mini high roller. I was a high roller in Cincinnati.
It was. You had a $100,000 first prize.
Yeah. So Todd wanted to bring that energy back into the Cincinnati area. So that is why it's a scratch tournament, and that's probably why it will remain a scratch tournament.
Oh,
does not get the message.
Amanda, I'll find out for you. I do want to touch with Brendan Salo real quick. This guy, I mean, he was one of the best high school bowlers working his way through high school. He was also a football player.
Oh, did not know that.
He was a kicker, from what I understand. But apparently he was very good at that too. Just a polite and great young guy. But he made some goals for himself this year back in the summer. And it was one of the first ones on his list was to win one of our sweepers. He did that. And then another one was it was another bigger tournament that he wanted to win. Well, guess what? He did that. And then he went out and won it was at least one. I don't know if it's been two, but a PBA regional. He did that. So this guy put his mind to what he wanted to do, and what a great year he's having. And he should be very, very proud of himself.
And he is going to be our 5th place finisher. Brendan Salo is going to be our 5th place finisher today. Nothing to be ashamed of. I know he's probably a little disappointed, but bowled well all weekend. He was one of our qualifying shift leaders. I believe 4th shift yesterday, maybe.
Yeah.
To make it to today. So nothing to be ashamed of, but Brandon Novak is going to advance to our next match versus Graham Faw.
There's Amanda rooting for her boy.
Brandon has a max of 279 with a strike here.
That's a pretty good score, isn't it?
That's not bad.
That'll win a lot of tournaments.
Well, all right. So winner of match number 1, Brandon Novak. We're going to get some scores switched over. Graham's going to step in, get a few shots on each lane, and we'll be back with our match number 2.
Stay right here, folks. We're not going anywhere.
In a few minutes.
Scott's going up just to change the names around and get the next game ready. I want to thank everybody while we're doing this. I want to thank everybody who attended this year, made the trip again. Brandon was using the Zen Gold. Everybody that made the trip, everybody that's on the live stream watching with us, making this tournament successful once again. This is our 5th year. You can see the banners hanging out there, the pennants hanging out there. Something we added. Brandon Novak is one of the past champions. Justin Knowles, Christian McConaughey, and Ken Abner are the 4 pennants, and somebody will have a 5th one to hang up out there for next year. Something else we've added a little bit to what we're doing, because we'll spread those pennants across the building for too long. Mark Kirtley and Chad Morris watching from Twin Peaks. Hello, fellas. Graham's going to come over. He's going to get 3 practice balls on each lane. Yeah, go ahead. He's going to get 3 practice balls on each lane before they start into their match. 23 and 24. You hear pins falling down there. That is the practice time of Michael Mossbarger and our leader, Zeke Bate. Just to stay loose. We thanked all the bowlers for attending. We want to thank the sponsors again, of course. We want to thank Gilmore Lanes. Jimmy Stewart, Pat and Chuck Edmondson are the owners here. And, you know, they made sure everything was right. And I can't thank them enough. I'm proud to be part of Gilmore Lanes. I do work here part-time. And just amazing individuals. And they're good people to be around. And proud to be part of this bowling center. So kind of help watching it grow. So. All right, well, since people are telling me where they're watching from, Daryl Cooper watching from South Mississippi, Hollywood Casino, Columbus. Where are the rest of you watching from? Some of you might be here. Well, where's everybody watching from? Pass a little time while Graham is getting his practice in. Amanda Moore from Idaho. Kyle Bernine from the back of Gilmore. Jason Tankersley in Indiana. Danny Carvajal from Pottersville. Well, that went fast. Michigan. Mary from Rushville, Ohio. South Bend, Indiana. Chuck's watching from about 10 feet behind me. I'm doing the wave back to him. We got Springfield. Kyle Rose over in Colerain. Just curious, why do you just do a stepladder 5? That is exactly what we're doing, Jim. Fill that out first. All right, here we go. Going into the match. Brandon Novak. Jim, that is what we're doing. 5 and 4 bowled each other. The winner bowls 3, then the winner bowls 2, then the winner bowls 1. Hey, Mary Norton from Adairsville, Kentucky. I ask everybody where they're watching from. We got all kinds of quick responses. I couldn't keep up.
I'm watching from right next to you.
I see you now.
Well, I got back there and forgot how to run Conqueror.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where's this button at?
This ball just makes a different sound.
Well, it's from, I would say it's from Canada, but he is, but the ball's not. So.
Thanks, Brendan.
It's probably because he's got that stealth arm swing.
It's one of the best you're going to see.
Definitely
It's
is.
big variance on arm swings in this match. No problem, Jim.
But you know what? That's how you get there at the bottom.
People talk about Brandon's arm swing all the time. We bring it up on here on occasion. But I will tell you, at the bottom of the swing where that ball comes off his hand, it's the same every time. Hello, Wayne.
What?
Jeff Wallace.
Hey, Tim, how are you? Tim, I got some good news. Those new smoking hot Wellman construction jerseys are in.
Smoking hot.
So I'll have yours Thursday.
Being from Canada, Graham's ball hits in metric. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
How many kilometers was that ball going?
Hi, Ray. Zach, here's your live stream you were looking for, buddy.
Again, folks, no TMT Sunday Night Bowler HQ TMT Sunday Night Sweeper this evening. We're taking the night off after a long weekend. But we will be back next Sunday, once again here at Gilmore Lanes, for the Bengals bye week doubles.
That's not the bye week.
Not on a bye week. So we've got 4 shifts. I don't remember what time they are.
9, 12, 3, and 6.
9, 12, 3, and 6.
Lots of fun. 4 games, total pinfall, you and your partner. Most pins wins the tournament. That simple. Brandon, I don't know if he still is, but Brandon did spend some time on the PBA Tour. I mean, he could still go out there and compete today.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the case.
All these guys could.
Yeah.
And do.
And Zeke spent time out on tour. He was actually one of the, I can't remember which team he was on, but he was in the PBA league this year.
Graham
As well as
also
Graham,
there.
yeah. Oh, look at that.
Big scout.
He liked-
That was moving at probably at about 16 kilometers an hour across
yeah,
the deck.
he liked that one, eh?
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
You know, Scott, we didn't release the pattern at all
No, we didn't.
this week.
No. Release the Kraken.
Did we get a picture of it?
I did not.
No?
No.
Well, they're still not releasing it. This was a 42-foot pattern.
It's a secret.
Not anymore. 42-foot pattern. Hold on one second, Brad. 30.5 mils, and it was about 4-to-1 ratio. So it was just outside of sport. It was considered a challenge pattern. The guys that played it wrong or got in the wrong part of the lane, they got in trouble. The other guys that found it, they tore it up.
Brandon currently with another Natty Light 6-pack alert, and Graham has 40 in the second, working on a double.
There you go.
Now he's working the turkey.
How appropriate. I think that's what's for lunch today.
That's
Leftover turkey.
That's what's for lunch.
Yeah. Already had one small helping of your leftovers. Appreciate it.
No, they're your leftovers now.
Well, they are now.
Oh no, you're more than welcome. We had
Lots of them.
we had plenty of leftovers.
Appreciate it. Filled up my fridge. Had turkey stew, turkey sandwiches.
A little high, leaving the 4-7.
Was he outside?
No, he stayed in.
Graham is using a purple hammer.
Covers up the spare nicely. There's 114 entries this year. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, crack yourself open a cold one. There is the front six. Kind of like deja vu all over. From
All
the
over
last
again
game.
with a different person against him.
So nice little added touch this year also. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but see them a little better there. We have our 4 previous champion banners, pennants.
Pennants. I'm probably gonna redo those 4 and give those to the bowlers.
Mm-hmm.
And next year I'll make 2 for the champion.
Gotcha.
And then brighten them up a little bit. I mean, the colors, the solid colors are good. Shot there by
So
Graham.
you see Justin Knowles was the winner last year. Brandon Novak the year before. Are they in order? Or are
No,
they just
the
up?
year before was Christian.
Christian, okay.
And
Christian
Novak won
McConaughey.
year 2, and
Yeah.
Kenny won year 1.
Ken Abner.
Well, Mary, you're watching now. I don't know. Do you have any dad jokes stored up for Mary? There's just something about Mary.
This left lane is not being very nice to Graham.
Yeah, looks like he's got a little wiggle spot down the lane.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I saw someone ask, and Timothy Hugel, yes, purple hammer. Next week we do have a little tournament here at Gilmore. It's the bye week. The Bengals not the bye week. Shoot a message to us or get on the event page and post the times you want. It's not necessary to put a deposit down, but you can put in there what times you want and we'll get the spots filled up.
Yeah, Brandon's definitely not getting his money's worth. He's only throwing one ball.
One at a time.
Yeah. Well, Amanda, you're not allowed to watch anymore when Graham's bowling.
Or just come up with a fake screen name.
Yeah, there you go. Come up with another name. Well, I heard a good one the other day, and you know what? You're right. I need to start typing these out, writing these down, because it was a really good one.
Emailing to yourself something.
I need to do something. I keep forgetting them.
Hey, what's a Bengals score update out there, folks? It's not on here. Seven to 3, Cincinnati. Thank
Still,
you.
it's been that for a while, hasn't it?
Yep. Eric Day, hello, sir. I asked for a Bengals update. I got 12 of them. Thank you, folks.
Like Graham switched to the new blue hammer. Ugh, that was not pretty.
Devin, I kind of figured this was going to be a low-scoring game. There we go. Graham put up a pretty good score. But not enough. Oh, wah, wah. They're in the 10th frame, whoever just asked that. And that was, Graham finished with 223. Brandon had the front 9.
It's kind of hard to beat.
Spares it up.
Looks like Brandon reaching for a different marble.
Devin, I think that was a safe bet. Ugh, negative. Well, he finishes 278. Michael Mossbarger stepping into the screen. He's going to get 3 practice balls on each lane. Terry. You know, Jim, it is going to be odd not seeing that purple ball, but, you know, every company's going to have their answer to that. The new blue, not urethane hammer that's out is an answer. Storm's got their answer coming out with an IQ. Everybody will have theirs to, go ahead. They're going to have theirs to, you know, to combat that. So these ball makers are pretty smart folks. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, 557 or 2. What's up, Thomas? Again, Michael's coming in. He's getting 3 practice balls on each lane. Jody Boyd, where are you? I thought you were coming down here, man. Hi, Joseph. Again, if we can get everybody watching right now to share. Oh, you're going to take that up with Zeke. Although he's bowled it every year we've had it. And this guy's been on fire all weekend. So, hey, look at that. Just like that, Michael Mossbarger is on fire. All right, here we go. Brandon Novak, Michael Mossbarger. Jody, that Michael Mossbarger kid, he said hi to me once.
Hey, Brandon strikes again.
Heard Graham just walk by and say, strike. And this young man, you're right, he has been smoking hot. He finished second in a sweeper the other night. Let's see, we're at 78. Has a pretty easy game. Keeps the ball out in front of him. Gets a super strong roll on the ball.
Easy like Sunday afternoon. Da, da, da.
He qualified today. In his 7 games today, he shot 971 for the first 4, 733 for the next 3, for a total of 1704. That's pretty good.
Pretty good score.
Yeah.
With a 300. Game 1.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fact. Brandon is trying to hit the trifecta this weekend. He won a sweeper Wednesday night. He won the sweeper here Friday night. And he's trying to just wrap up the weekend with all 3.
Not a bad little stretch.
No. There it is. He won at Shawnee. Oh.
Gets the love tap on the 10. Gets it again. Late falling 10, but hey, they're
Making it
all
look
falling.
easy. We do want to run down the other 11 bowlers that just that were bowling earlier. Scotty Kramer finished 6th. He went on a nice run today. E.J. Tackett, he finished 7th. Michael Davidson was our 8th place finisher. He also did shoot 300 today. A.J. Rice finished 9th. Gene Perez was our 10th place finisher, and Jacob Balzer finished 11th. Congrats to all of you who made it to today.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Track all the averages through the rounds and stuff like that, and Friday, I mean, the averages were pretty consistent. We did have a little drop in that second qualifying round, but 214, 195, and then yesterday 213, 202, 204. So got a little tougher yesterday.
Each qualifying squad.
Yeah, got a little tougher yesterday. As you figure, multiple runs with that heavy oil, tighten them up a little bit. But and then today, just blew them out of the water today.
Yeah, like I said, when you get the best of the best for the weekend, and they're shooting for the money.
Yeah, 220, and then 226 for the round of 11. So they
stepped up their game a little bit.
They did. It's just that 6 is just wrapping right around that 10 and just touching it last 3 shots.
Just enough.
That's all you got to do. Just got to tap them.
Just tap it in.
But no, I think the scoring pace was very fair, and it wasn't outrageous.
It was fair from side to side.
Yep, definitely was.
That's all you can ask for. Wow.
Yeah, and that one the ball just splits the 8-9 and just mowed everything straight back. Hey, Wendell Barger Jr.'s watching.
Hi, Wendell. How are you feeling, buddy?
Oh, you got a big day coming up Saturday.
Who does?
You does.
You does.
You does.
Saturday.
Yeah. December 1st. Breaking out that advent calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Great shot.
I think Laney's already claimed it.
Oh, did she?
Yes, Novak did a ball change. I believe he's throwing an Axiom Pearl. It's the same ball he shot 889 with a couple weeks ago at Roll House.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
Yep, there it is. I said it. Somebody set it up there. About a month ago.
Zeke Bate waiting in the wings to the right. Meet the winner of this match.
And he's fun to watch. When he gets dialed in, he has a little fun. He's a little, his little antics going. He's fun to watch. And he is
He's very
hard.
passionate.
Oh yeah, and he's a hard-working individual when it comes to bowling. There's another 6. He's going to get us drunk.
Wow. Crack open another one, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens when it happens 3 times? Is it déjà vu?
Boo.
Did that one off the cuff.
Jody Boyd. See you, Michael Mossberger. Safe travels home. Oops.
Yep. Well, solid
Let's
10.
not talk so soon there,
That's
Jody.
right. Yep. Talk about that little Christmas Baker doubles got coming up in a couple weeks.
It's almost filled up. I've been getting tons of entries right now.
It always does. Great time.
I think we're up to 70 entries, and we've got a max field of 80.
Folks, you snooze, you lose.
Yep. Somebody messaged me earlier and asked me if I could get him a spot. I sent him the jot form, and that's kind of how I'm gonna handle it. You want to pay it if you went in, get the deposit in, make sure.
Needed that
It's
one.
not over yet.
He wanted that one too.
Bless you. You know all these guys in the top 5. They all support our tournaments quite a bit. But Michael Mossbarger, this guy is at every one of our events, no matter what. Every one of them.
Well, you talk about that, and him and Novak are both in the top 5 for the Battle of the Belt, for the other belt, the TFT
Yeah, the green belt.
Yeah, the green belt. So there's a chance that one of these two gentlemen could win 2 belts this year.
Score update real quick, Lacey. Brandon has 169 in the 6th frame with a spare. So he's got 279 left on paper. Mr. Mossbarger's got 80 in the 4th with a 4-bagger. He's got 260 points left to get. Well, he's going to have ball in hand to throw the 9th and 10th before Brandon finishes. So
Ball in hand. We playing billiards.
Billards.
Billiards. Jean Perez, I believe, is leading.
That's who asked.
Yeah. Well, it says Facebook user.
I knew it was Gene.
Well,
Aren't you driving? Or are you charging your car somewhere?
he's probably charging his phone through his car.
That could be it. If he's charging his phone through his car, does that take away from the charge on the battery on the car? That's a good question for
If
you electric car people.
If you have a solar panel on top of your electric car.
Well, see, now that would be smart. Jody's got the yawns here. 'Cause all these guys are doing is striking. I get it, Jody.
I think Gene just wanted to get some airtime.
That was money right there.
Cha-ching. Because Gene asked, he is leading the Battle of the Belt with 43 points. Brandon Novak is second, 37. Nolan White's third with 36. Michael's actually down in 7th. But, hey, Christmas tournament, Dave's World Bowling doubles, Baker doubles, double points. So anybody.
And so
can
is the finals. We're going to have
Yep.
that one, and then the last sweeper in the battle for the belt is going to be the 7th of January.
January. Out
In
in
the
that other state of Hillsborough.
State of Hillsborough, yeah.
So double points, both of those sweepers. So, folks, all you got to do is show up, make the cut, start earning points.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That
He was in a must-have situation and threw an absolutely great shot
was a bad
and
break.
stones an 8-pin.
Folks, we're going to, after a spare attempt here, we're going to take another look at that because that was just awful. Awful break.
Runs the
make
spare
cut,
over.
start earning points. It is a game of inches, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And you couldn't have thrown that one any better.
No. Could have got a better result, too.
Could have been a better result. Man, he threw it too good. That was horrible. Say, could have kicked that one down. You know it was going to fall.
Of course.
Great run this weekend, Michael. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Michael finishes with 239. This gentleman is just on the strike train today.
Choo-choo.
Wendell, we miss you sitting here next to us. We got a seat here with your name on it. All right. Brandon Novak is going to advance to the championship round versus our number 1 seed, Zeke Bate. Zeke
Folks, stand by. This is going to be a doozy of a finals.
Good afternoon, Braxton. Folks, we're getting ready for our championship match for the 2023 Ebonite. 2023 Ebonite Strikerz Bowling Performance and Wellness Center Fall Classic. Zeke Bate, you see practicing here on the left lane, is our number 1 seed. He was going to take on Brandon Novak, our number 4 seed in the stepladder final. So stick around. Zeke's got a couple more practice shots here, and we will be underway. There is a football score update. Pittsburgh 10, Cincinnati 3, 2 minutes left in the third. Sounds like a pitcher's duel going on over there. Hey, Dave Kruger's watching. Good afternoon, Mr. Kruger. All right.
All right. going to get Zeke Bate versus the hot-handed Brandon Novak in the finals. Brandon trying to complete the trifecta on the weekend. Zeke's trying to say, no, no, no.
Well, I think Zeke may have seen something there because last 2 matches Brandon started and Brandon won, so Zeke is elected to start. Plus, he might like the left lane or the right lane a little bit more.
And if you haven't watched Zeke Bowl, he's got the whole game. He can get in the middle of the lane and play him. He can play from the corner. He can. I mean, he was playing him pretty far right earlier today, and that one was not far right.
Well. Take that, 9-pin. Zeke, Columbus area, right? If I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 3 Columbus guys. Graham who lives in Urbana now, from Canada.
Hey.
Hey.
Watch Brandon helicopter this 9-pin. Not this frame.
Talent is 100% not the issue for Zeke, because he's loaded with it.
If my memory serves me right, I can't remember what event. I believe singles, but Zeke's a USBC champion also. I believe.
Yeah.
Singles, wasn't it? Or was it all
There's over
events?
100 folks watching. If all of those folks hit share right now for this final match, all of them,
We would have over 200 people.
that's possible. Jody Boyd hit share. There might be 500 people watching with all the people that follow that
If
guy.
he hits share, he might go to jail for assault. Nobody's going to hit share. Oh, my goodness.
He had a little trouble with his footing, but threw an absolute BB. Almost leaves a 7-9.
Wow.
Fortunate to only have the 7. Yep, Zeke Bowl with Dick Allen in Portland, Maine at the PBA doubles. Portland, Maine is a great place. I wouldn't want to be there
Like now.
this time of year.
That Maine's beautiful.
Covers up 7
Hard
easily.
Straight.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. Don't have it pulled up at the moment, but Zeke was in the top 5 last year as well, I believe. In the finals. Stand by. We have that somewhere. That's a pretty good shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Zeke was the number 4 seed last year. Brandon was the number 5 seed. So they bowled the first match last year, and they're bowling the last match this year.
Here we go.
And I believe Zeke. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Dan Higgins, thanks for sharing, buddy. I did give your cup to Mr. Novak, by the way. That was his cup that was left
Dan's
behind.
cup
Yeah.
left behind?
We kept all the vodka in it for you. All right. That's Brandon's first miss of the telecast, isn't it?
It is. Speaking of the telecast, he had a nice 825 for his first 3 games.
That's it?
That's it. A little on the light side.
Slacker. Dan, you are correct. That's why I have to get new bowling balls every time after I bowl. Thank you, Eric, down in Guam.
Covers up the spare nicely.
Yeah, this would be a big shot for Zeke to get. Put a little bit of heat on Brandon. He hasn't really. The closest thing to it was Mossbarger last match.
A little early pressure, perhaps.
Ugh. Bad break. And a bad time. You know, if anybody is curious or bored, jump on YouTube and look up Zeke Bait Ball Review.
That's great.
It's one of the best that you're ever going to watch. Guy's got a great sense of humor, and he's just a fun guy to be around. No, he's not a mushroom. He's just a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Nope. Match is still close. Brandon's got about an 8-pin advantage through 4 frames. He is a dancing star as well. Yes, he has a lot of dancing videos.
Did not know that.
He's got moves.
You know, he doesn't look like that type of guy. He looks like all business.
Oh, yeah.
You know, very serious. One of those sleepers.
Yeah, he's one of the sleepers. Once you get to know him, though, he's... That ball's just charging up a little bit too much. Very similar to the last shot, but just leaving the 4. You always pick on Joey Bucci, Jody. All right, covers it up. I feel bad for Joey Bucci. I'm just going to say that. He's probably a great guy, and you just rail on him whenever you get a chance.
Beating him up.
Brandon comes back with a big strike on that lane.
And again, just another shout out to everyone that came out and bowled the tournament this year. We greatly appreciate your participation, as always.
Jody, come on. Yes, I mean, these tournaments aren't a possibility without the bowlers first. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Kristen, that's an open bowler down on lane 1 or 2. A future
League bowler.
future league bowler. Great shot. Jody, you're not lying, buddy. Probably going to reach out to you here soon. Try to get some of your ideas.
And again, shout out to Ebonite, Dave Watka, for sponsoring the event, as always. Everything Ebonite in Brands Brunswick has done for TMT Bowling, past, present, and in the future. We greatly appreciate it. And Strikerz Bowling Performance and Wellness Center, Wendell Barger Jr., Matt Diamond over at Northwest Lanes. Folks, support those sponsors that support these events.
We like doing these things for you. That was a great move on that lane.
Definitely gave that one a little bit more room. A little
Got
move
to
to
start
the
it
left.
in a little sooner and started left.
I mean, pretty much all the right-handers have been playing the same part of the lane, so we're, probably starting to see a little transition. This pair has sat all day since it's been oiled, so it has not been bowled on until the stepladder finals.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Score update right now. Zeke Bate has 88 in the fifth with a 238 max. Brandon Novak through 7. Has 131. So he has a 221 max.
I would just like to say, if you would like to start over with your midnight Christmas music, it's appropriate now. We're after Thanksgiving.
I did.
Okay. Well, I was in Facebook jail last night for some reason, so I couldn't see any of that.
Well, the problem is I didn't play one last night because I was asleep before midnight. I'll have to play 2 of them tonight.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah. I literally got home, had a little snack, kicked my feet up in my chair, and it was done.
Done? D-U-N-N? Done?
And I woke up this morning still in my chair thinking I was late. I had no idea what time it was. It was one of those. I slept solid for 7.5 hours.
Well, that doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. That's more sleep than I had the previous 2 nights combined.
Say probably all last week.
Scott, I don't thank you enough, but we need to thank. I want to thank you for everything that you do for this group and making these tournaments as good as they are, because I couldn't do it without your help. And
Huge,
Yes.
huge 3-bagger right there.
could never thank you enough for all you do, and Dawn with the brackets, and anybody who's got anything to do with TMT bowling, whether it's Brad making lower thirds, Brad Bridges, just anybody included. So your efforts are very much appreciated.
Well, I thank you, sir, and I enjoy doing it. We've got a great team. Plus we've got those team members that support us, just, people that bowl our events, our friends, and kind of stepping up here and there when we need it. Louie and Tim yesterday helping us set up, tear down.
Yeah, Louis came up today to
Yeah.
watch and see if we need anything.
Yep. And shout out to Gilmore Lanes and the staff, Chuck and Pat.
Gotta get
Alicia,
right.
there it
Yep.
is. Jimmy and Josh and Kyle working the back this weekend. Serena and Bill in the bar. Emily and Nicole at the desk.
Emily.
Emily. But shout out to Gilmore Lanes. Great hospitality, great hosts. We appreciate everything.
Pat was beside herself with all of the with the presentation yesterday. She was just she thought that was the neatest thing ever.
I saw her work in the crowd yesterday too. She was looking up to a lot of people.
For those of you that don't know Pat, that was a short joke.
All right, Brandon with a double. He has a max of 211, and Zeke is going at a pretty good clip here.
I have to spare still. Well, Mary, thank you very much. If you couldn't tell, this is our favorite part of what we do.
That's right.
Everything we enjoy everything else. You have your moments. It gets a little crazy sometimes, but We enjoy all of it, but this is probably the most entertaining part of what we do for us as well.
That didn't help
Yep.
things. I will say, we do have a really good record making it to the finals, although I am winning. I think I've got one more finals than you.
Yeah. Stupid pneumonia. I didn't even watch that one.
Well,
I didn't even know you were done.
Automatic loser.
Yeah. Wah, wah. I still have the belt, though.
That's true, you do. Nah, but this is fun. Can't thank you enough for reeling me in years ago when I didn't want to do tournaments anymore.
Novak finishes with 200. Yeah, you jumped right in.
I believe it
Took a lot of pressure off of what I was doing and more.
I believe it was the very first Fall Classic. I kind of
5 years ago.
kind of really showed
It's like
you
an anniversary.
what I knew how to do.
It's enough to win.
Is it?
No, it's not. He needs
No.
to hit a pin.
Yeah. I was gonna say, math is hard.
Yeah. I've looked at enough numbers this weekend. I can. Yeah, if
That'll
you need
do it.
one, you might as well get all three.
There you go. Jim, in our area, I believe Spectrum has pretty much gotten rid of those local channels on cable. We're definitely going to reach out and touch more people via the internet.
That's a way to finish it
There
up
it
right
is.
there. Zeke Bate, ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 Ebonite Strikerz Bowling Performance and Wellness Center Thanksgiving Weekend Classic champion.
I think he's wanted this one for a while. What do you think?
Yes. We're going to get him in the booth before we shut down.
Sure, you can sit and talk to him. I'm going to go set things up.
Let's see if we can get him over here.
Hello.
Hi, Zeke.
Hello.
Look right there.
Where?
Wave hi to your fans.
Where?
Right there. They're in
Oh,
that little.
hello.
They're in there.
I have
So-
fans?
Well, you know,
That's
there's one
nice.
right there, but it's not on.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
So how did that feel?
That felt really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This whole day felt really, really good. I just came in with. I felt pretty negatively about my results, but I've been trying on some advice from some friends.
Jody
Trying to.
Boyd.
Well, no, not Jody. Just like
good. I would
well,
say-
specifically like Blair and Blair Blumenstein, Tyron McKinney. They're like two of my closest friends, and they kind of helped me realize to be less results based recently, which I have a really hard time doing because I focus really hard on my results. Period. So today I was just kind of not really focusing on the result and just being like every single frame, like just do what you can,
Yeah.
you know, and just see what you can, do what you can. If you make a mistake, like just don't worry about the result. Just do. And I won. I haven't won in a minute. Something important at least. And
This is a good one.
I mean, thank you for running such a
Sure.
great tournament
I
for me
appreciate
to
you.
be able to bowl and win. So.
Jody was going to take credit for talking you into coming down here to bowl, and it's like, Zeke bowls this pretty much every year. But
Yeah, I bowled it last. I think I made the step ladder last year and
you
lost
did.
to Brandon.
You lost to Brandon
so
in the first
it was kind
round.
of retribution.
Yes.
and
Well, in the proper
I was
game.
thinking about that.
Yeah. We look back as we were sitting back here, and it's like, wait, these guys faced each other in the first round last year.
Yep. So same place. So
So we're going to get you. You'll get one of the pennants that'll be traveling with us for next year.
Nice.
That's kind of something we added this year. You're going to get that really cool belt out there. that
yeah, I'm
Scott's
excited for that.
That thing's
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool, man.
Jody said he wanted part of your money since, he said he talked you into bowling, and I said no.
I'll buy Jody a water or something
Oh,
or a drink.
with ice and
Not an
everything?
alcoholic beverage, but because he doesn't drink, but like a
Right.
pop or something.
Okay.
I'll
There-
get him that and a hug. He always gets a hug or a handshake.
Jody can have a hug.
So
Hey,
always.
Hats off to you, man. Proud of you. I consider you a friend as well as a lot of people that are here. We always get a chance to talk when we see each other out and about at different events, and It's nice to see you win.
Thank you,
Nice to
bro.
have you win.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you. Someone said ice cream for Jody Boyd.
Yeah, ice cream's good too.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not lactose
Whatever-
intolerant.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
I feel like we would have known this by now if he
Probably.
was.
So, I'm happy to have you in the winner's circle. We'll get some pictures out there so we can get them posted. And
Thank you so much, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you very much. And yeah, I thankful to consider you a friend as well. And also, like I said, thank you that you run these and put so much work and effort into raising sponsorship dollars and all the stuff you do for bowling. So thank you for
this one wore me out. These wear
Yeah.
me out. You got to start. We do
these Omega long
eons of
ones.
ball raffles and come up with different ways to do raffles and do football squares and give away sweeper entries and whatever else along with them, so people are interested. And Scott's a big help for everything that we do.
Yeah.
And these are now is what makes it all worthwhile. Having a champion and the finish of the tournament, and again to have a friend of mine. And as far as that goes, you're a local compared to what a lot of other guys that were
Virtually
here.
local, yeah.
We had guys from New Jersey and New York that were here bowling this weekend.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's an
was-
excellent tournament. I
Yes.
feel like everyone in the area should come and give this,
Yeah,
give this a go next year.
we're going to make some little tweaks, and maybe you and I will talk. I know you have a lot of really good ideas with some of your thoughts on
I
tournaments.
try not to have bad ones. Yeah.
No,
I
no.
try to avoid those.
I mean, everybody has those every now and then.
Yeah. We're not perfect, but
Yeah, I've gotten a little older now, and my bad ideas usually don't happen anymore.
Good.
But I was full of them when I was younger, let me tell you. But yeah, I'm going to try to bend a few people's ears, and we're going to come up with something. The event will be the event, but we're going to make some other things and build up the base back again.
Nice.
So that'll be from the help of every one of the bowlers. I've always made any one of my tournaments what the bowlers are looking for. I always ask for their input because that's important to me. They're not going to want to come bowl if it's something that they don't like.
Right.
So we're going to make
right.
it something that you like.
I bowled
So-
a very unfun tournament this week. I'm not gonna say, but because I don't want to disparage because they worked
No,
hard
it's
on their
okay.
tournament, but it was
Sure.
atrocious tournament. So I know about
Eh.
unfun tournaments.
It happens.
Yes.
So, all right, we're going to shut down the live stream.
Hold on one second. I do
Yes.
want to shout out just my sponsors, just because
Sure.
I'm a good
Go right
staffer.
ahead.
Yeah, I try to be a good staffer.
Yep.
Motive Bowling, of course. Thank you guys. Thank Motive so much because they provide me with a lot of the stuff. I appreciate I Am Bowling for the jerseys. Thank you so much. And then Vice.
Okay.
Vice is amazing, and appreciate all the people there as well. So
Perfect.
yeah,
All right. Well, let's wrap things up. We'll get a few more pictures and get you headed back home. Well,
thank you.
Scott,
Thank you guys very much.
have you got anything to add?
Hey, I think you might want to show everybody the belt. What do you think?
Oh yeah,
Oh, look at that. We got the picture of it. Up
I
on
get
the
to
live.
wear that as like a belt, like it's mine.
Just make sure you have other things on while you're taking.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Your pants might
there's
fall down.
there's some WWE superstars that
that don't.
that have participated in some pantless belt wearing before.
Yeah, well, just pretend that you're not a
I'm not-
WWE superstar.
I will not. I am not confused at what I am. that
Okay,
is for
perfect.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and ladies, and hopefully everybody has a great rest of their holiday
you
weekend.
guys can wave now.
Oh, there we are. We
Okay,
can wave again.
we can wave.
Hopefully everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Next tournament is next Sunday. Again here at Gilmore Lanes at the doubles tournament. 4-game total pinfall. 4 different shifts all day long. So get your buddy, get your friend, come on over and bowl. We'll see you here next Sunday. Everybody have a great week.
Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.